Hey, you guys. Listen, my name is Tiffany Rothe, and welcome to my channel. If you haven't done so already, please hit subscribe and notify. I'm going to activate the chat. I am the stream queen, so I am always live and on time. So I'm live today with my cat, Luca, who is like roaming around and wanting to have something around here. So listen, you guys. This is day 29 according to my videos of my 30-day vegan journey, but somehow I put day 27 2 days in a row. So actually it's day 30. I've actually done 30 days, right, of the vegan challenge when the day is over. So, but because I mixed it up, whenever I make a mistake on the counting, I always just add another day. So I'm going to consider tomorrow the last day of my vegan 30-day journey. Now I wanted to talk to you guys about the difference. This is super important between journeys and destination. A destination is like your goal, right? And in fitness, we like to set goals. Like, I'm going to lose 10 pounds. I'm going to eat fruits and vegetables. I'm going to eat on the keto diet. I'm going to be vegan, right? With all these different things that we say, those are goals that we have, right? And what happens after the goal is accomplished, right? What happens after the goal is accomplished? And this is a really big topic, you guys, because a lot of people have like a big fall down after they reach their goal because their progress was finite. Like when your progress is finite, like when you get here and it's over and you don't have a plan after that goal, then a lot of times all you do is just go back to your old way of being, right? You just go back to how you were. And then the goal was part of your journey, but it might not create the destination that you want. So what I mean by that is like any kind of journey that we have. So let's just take myself, for example. I entered into this vegan journey because I wanted to see if I would have a more athletic prowess. In other words, I would feel stronger, my joints would be better, I would, lose some inflammation if I did a vegan journey. And I would have to say that I definitely saw some incredible results that I love, right? And so on that journey, I discovered things that I like that I would like to maintain. So when you're on a journey, whether it's a weight loss journey or if it's a journey to be in a relationship, let's take relationships because everybody can relate to that. So you get in a relationship with a guy or a girl, right? And you're in this relationship and your goal is to maybe get married, right? And if you want to get married, everybody has that goal, they want to get married. And you have this beautiful relationship and it has some ups and downs in the relationships. But then you realize that you're not getting married, right? Like you didn't reach your goal of getting married, but the journey of the relationship has some things that you want to maintain and some things that you may not want to maintain. So I want you guys to learn how to make tangible memories of what works and tangible memories of what doesn't work. So if you're in that relationship, you want to take what worked in the relationship, what was good, what was positive, and lodge that in your mind as a memory of how you want to experience the journey of getting to the goal in your next relationship. So if something is working, then memorize it. Memorize it, you guys. Memorize that feeling of it working, because what that will do is you will start to source and create that same memory over again in your life. If something is not working, you get to leave it in your past. You get to leave it in your past. So with this 30-day vegan journey, what is working for me? I do notice by like not eating meat that I do have more energy, right? I notice that my skin is clearer and I notice that I have less inflammation. So I'm making that as a memory. I'm making that as a memory, like when you're eating less meat, your skin is clearer, okay? You have less inflammation, and your joints feel better. So if I distance myself from the destination and I attach myself to the experience and then I remember in the experience what works for me, then I can set new goals for myself, right? So after you reach the first goal or your destination, then you get to set the second goal based on what you learned on the journey to the first goal. So like Milan just started doing wrestling, right? She just started doing wrestling. She had her first wrestling match, which was awesome. And what they do afterwards is that they film it and they go back and they go over the tapes of the wrestling match. Now, why do they do that? They do that in all sports because they want to review what worked and what didn't work, right? So that your brain can look back on your behavior and remember what was working and then make adjustments for what didn't work, okay? So on my vegan journey, what didn't work so far is not being prepared for my meals, right? It doesn't work on any kind of plan that you have. If you're not prepared for it, it's not going to work out for you. So whenever I found myself at the end of the day, not being prepared, I was hungry, I ate things I normally wouldn't eat, I didn't have a plan, that doesn't work. So I want to take what does work, the meals that I love, like, the avocado toast. I learned how to make the meatless taco meat, which was great. The salads with the beans, the bean tacos. I learned about that not chia, what is it called? Oh my God, I can't think of the name of it. The flour. It's not a cashew flour. I told you guys about that flour. Anyway, the flour what's the name of that flour? Anyway, but I used it kind of like a scrambled egg substitute. I really do enjoy that. I learned about, eating more protein bars as a snack, which normally I would just do those every once in a while, but I found out that you can get more protein. Oh, pasta, high protein pasta. I added chickpea. Thank you. Oh my God. Thank you, Chrysanthia. Okay. So yes, the chickpea flour and then I learned about a high protein pasta. Pasta actually has like 7 grams protein and up to 10 grams if you buy the kind with a plant-based protein added to it. So those are things that I'm going to now take from that journey and put it into my new goals, right? To eat more high protein plant-based food. Yay me, right? Yay me. So when you reach your goal, right, you get to ask yourself, okay, this was great. I like the results. What am I going to take with me moving forward? So those things I'm going to take with me. And then what do I think that how do I want to change and alter my goal to suit my future goal? So my future goal is to embark on a more plant-based diet, but with more ease and grace. And for me, that looks like adding eggs in. And the reason why is I really enjoy eggs. I think it gets me balanced in the morning when I can have eggs. It's quick and there's a lot of different ways to prepare them. And it's a quick protein source and it's not really like a full-on, meat. It's not, it's I don't know. It falls in this weird category. Like they call it dairy, which I don't know why. Yeah, they call it dairy. I don't know why, but it's more of a protein, but whatever it is, I think I'm going to start back with eggs and I'm going to continue on the plant-based vegan journey. Hey, GK, how are you? I think I'm going to continue on the plant-based vegan journey and bring in eggs. And what I'm thinking about afterwards is fish. Like if I want to bring fish in, I'm going to see. I think I'm going to go plant-based vegan with eggs. So it's not vegan, it's more vegetarian or whatever you want to call it. It's my plan, right? And you guys listen, we get to decide what we want to do with our bodies without judgment. Some people, like, they want to judge other people's experience. Like, oh, well, like, you should be doing this and you should be doing that. Like, everybody gets to do their own thing. That's why I'm just sharing it with you. So I think I'm going to add eggs in because it just makes it easier for me. And then I'm going to do that probably till Thanksgiving. And I'll check in with you guys like once a week. And let you know how it's going. So far this morning, so I got on the scale. I finally got on the scale. So I lost 2 pounds, about 2 pounds or 1.5 pounds on my vegan journey. It went up and down. But then again, it probably would be more if I would have gotten back to my old habits, which I get to balance out because I started making a lot of exceptions for myself because I was giving myself so many extra brownie points for not eating meat, which is like super stupid, that I was eating other stuff that I shouldn't be eating. Like, oh my God, yesterday, me and the Halloween candy, we had a party. Like I had a party. There were wrappers everywhere. Like, why did I do that? Like I would never, normally I make my kids throw out their Halloween candy, but I felt like, because I was vegan, like, I could to have more candy. Don't ask me about the logic. So now, like, I'm cutting off the candy, getting back in my right mind. I don't feel like I'm sacrificing anything, so I get to make up for it in another aspect of my life. And so I probably would have lost probably more weight. I would have noticed if I didn't eat the things that I normally wouldn't eat. And I call Halloween candy eating like going in the grocery store and just like taking up all these candy bars and eating them. Like, who would really do that? I mean, some people do, but I would never do that. I would never do that. I don't even buy candy. But because it's here, it's the house, it's free, I'm eating it. What kind of logic is that? So that I'm gonna cut the candy and get back to my habits. So again, this is day 29/30. I'm feeling really proud of myself. I feel good. And you know the weird thing happened today? I'm just gonna share that I got on the scale and it showed me at 20 pounds less. I was like, what? That was amazing. And I remember when I was at that weight right before I got pregnant with India, I was in the shower and I was like, I feel really good at this weight. I touched my abs. It was like a washboard. I was like, oh yeah, that feels good. I like it. And, but I know what it takes to be at that weight and I get to, you know, it's really no sugar, you guys. It's no sugar, no sweets. And if I did, I think I had it maybe once a week for one small thing, if that. So that would be my next step, right? And then that was so weird that happened on the scale. Then I got back on it and it was 10 pounds down. I'm like, what's going on? I cleaned the bottom of the scale. It had like a little dust on it and then it went back. So I also wanted to say that sometimes the scale is feedback, but it's relative. It's really how you're feeling in your body. And you know when you're making the right choices for yourself. You know when you're making right choices for yourself. And if you don't know, ask, right? If you don't know about working or about fitness or things like that, ask. Like I really know how to set up a good, badass food plan that will help you lose weight and get in shape, right? Like right away. Yeah, so again, like Christine was saying, she's testing it out and she says it doesn't work for her. Everything doesn't work for everybody, you guys. That's why there's choices out there. You get to figure out what works for you. You get to figure out what works for you, what makes you feel happy and enjoy those life, and you get to be good with your decision. No judgment, right? So I love a lot of, I like eating more salads, which I always like to do. I think I'll keep like the vegan burgers when I go. The vegan burgers, I love that. I don't need to eat the burgers because I just don't. I've given up the dairy. I don't believe the dairy serves you. It creates a lot of mucus in the body. So I feel really good about that. I'm going over time. Okay. So anyway, so that's it for today. It's a long one. So I hope you guys enjoyed this journey. I'll keep you on the update and then I will see you tomorrow. Hasta mañana. Bye.